Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Ultima 7, Part 2, the Serpent Isle. In our last episode, we went to a place that was full of gold, and we got Captain Hawk freed, and now I would like us to try to talk to him. Let's see if we can't get to Moonshade. That's our goal. If you're new here, thanks for watching. Why don't you hit that subscribe button? If you've been around, thank you for watching, because I mess up my intros. I'm so good at the YouTube. All right, let's continue on. So I think we see... Oh, you know what? Here's that bird. I did some inventory management off screen, and I remembered we had this bird, and someone mentioned we should try this. I'm going to grab some beer. Let's give it to the bird. Did that do anything? No. Okay, let's try. I thought that bottle had beer in it. Let's go down in the basement and get a bucket of beer. Now that that lady's not yelling at us for not going whatever direction she wants like she did last episode, let's fill this bucket up. Okay. Bucket of beer. Let's take that with us, and let's try and give this to the bird. Can I... Why am I stuck? Who am I stuck on? I'm stuck. I can't move. You know, this continues to happen a lot in this game and has me concerned. It has happened just there. We got stuck in a wall. Previous episode, we got stuck in a door and literally could not move. We had to load because we couldn't walk out of a door. That little glitch is a little bit frustrating. I tell you what, yes, I know it's an empty bucket. I want to use it. Let's try again. Okay. Take this to here. And now, let's try not getting stuck. Shall we? There, we're not stuck. Yay, we're not stuck. All right, where's this stupid parrot hat? Hey, parrot, I have some booze. Does this do anything? Did that do anything? I really dislike this inn. Hold on. Did that work? That's gone. And that guy just yells, leave the bird alone. Well, you know what, bird? I'm done with you. I've had enough. Let's talk to this pirate. A pleasure to see ye again, Grugtar. So what can I do for ye, lad? Well, that's an important question. We would like to go to Moonshade. Sorry about that. Something happened I had to take care of right away. We would like to get to Moonshade. So, what can you do for us, buddy? I thank ye for releasing me from that cell. I never expected to end up in jail over not wanting to sail these blasted storms. Well, I don't want to sail the blasted storms either, but we gotta. If there's anything I can do for ye, thou shouldst tell me. Captain Hawk is a man of his word. Why were you in jail? Now, if that ain't gratitude for ye, here I refuse to risk the Arabella and them passengers to the terrific, fierce weather. And one of them goes and calls the pikeman on me. We know who it was. It was that merchant dude who's over here. Pikeman. Well, to honor the fine keeper of this establishment, and thee, O course lad, I'll try to be kind. So I'll merely say that Monitor's finest are no longer cut from the same sailcloth as Argus. If what I've seen and heard is any judge, I'd say the pikemen are more interested in money than in valor, and me treasure. His treasure? What treasure? Aye, treasure, from me wilder younger days. Those pikeman scoundrels tried to convince me to tell 'em where I keep me map. 'Tis lucky for me that Argus would never let 'em search me room. I never keep it on me. Hide it in me room most times. Passengers. I had 3 passengers for the trip over to Moonshade. There are a fellow named Kane, a scurvy merchant named Flindo, and a pretty lass named Selena. Selena. Pretty little thing, lad. Brought her over from Moonshade a while back. Might have been a return trip from taking that fat sage battling across. And a sullen, bossy sort of fellow he was, too. Did not even have the decency to lift a mug with me during the crossing. Bah, but what was I talking about? Ah, yes, that lovely slip of a lass, Selena. She must have been someone's servant. Said she wanted to go home for a visit. Said she might be here for me to take her back. Home. I don't think she said, but I did perceive it was somewhere like Monitor. Servant? Selena actually isn't one of those overdressed mages for sure. She's too timid to be anything but a servant. And then Flindo, that worm, he'd spit in your last cup of grog, he would, if he thought he could make money off it. Flindo was the one that bribed the pikeman into pulling me away from the fight he started. Bribed. Aye, bribed. I heard some of those scum talking just after I woke up. Seems like Flindo paid them to rough me up so that I decide not to stay and go back to Moonshade. But Moneybags Flindo didn't count on those swine getting greedy. Kane. Seems I heard tell he was a sheep herder or something. Kane wants to talk to some of those fancy wizards over in Moonshade. See if they can help him find what happened to his older brother who disappeared a few months ago. You can't miss him. He always has a bird with him. Bird. Bird must have been a sailor, lad. Never seen anything like it. The bird has a real fondness for a stout drink. It doth talk pretty well, too. Arabella. The Arabella is my ship, lad. She's named after me dear, departed wife, and dearer to me than a good stiff drink. Storms. I've sailed the seas almost all the days of my life, lad, and I'll tell ye that there's nothing on the water that can sail a ship through. But how can a man fight something that plucks a ship out of the water or turns a ship's sails into slabs of stone? And I'll not think me a coward to tell ye that these storms have me plenty mindful of how deep them seas are. Journey. I can take you to Moonshade, lad. Wait for me out on the Arabella, and we'll try to outrace these blasted storms. Let's go! The Arabella sails in 2 minutes. Let's go to Moonshade. We're actually going to go to Moonshade? Let's save the game, in case this goes horribly wrong. We should find a seat. I am not controlling any of this. We have seated. It looks like we could have 2 more companions. Hey, there's Kane with his bird. And Flindo, the merchant. I'll advise ye to hold fast and keep a weather eye on that there horizon. We'll be running afore the wind hard enough to splinter the mast as it is. Well, here we go. This is a dramatic music happening here. I have no idea where we are. We are trucking along, though. Reef the sails and hang on. This be one of those damn storms I've been hearing bearing down on us. Heavens help us. What's this? Oh no. I like how the one guy keeps yelling, "Wee!" There's a lot happening there. Here you be, lad. I wonder where we are. I was going to get my map pulled up so maybe I can figure out where we are once we get off this boat. I never thought we'd make it, but Moonshade lies over yon. I'll not even attempt to make the Arabella seaworthy until these blasted storms are over. If ye be wanting Captain Hawk, I'll be at the bottom of a mug at the Blue Boar Inn. Oh wait, so is this permanent? Are we here forever until we finish the game? Well, that could be problematic. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Well, we'll follow them, I guess. Let's do a save. Assault in Goblin Town. Sounds good. Okay, where are we? Let's follow them. They seem to know where they're going to get to town. Quite possibly. Where are we? Where's this guy going? Where are you going? Okay, here's an edge. Where are we on the map? I don't understand where we are. I guess I'll just follow this coastline for a minute. Oh, this is concerning. Luckily, we did just save up there. Alright, so... what do we have here? Oh, we got an alligator. Hi, Mr. Alligator. Alright, so there is a swamp located here. Okay. A swampy area with trees. A swampy area. Where in the hecka-decka are we? I have no idea. Oh, I think I know where we are. If there is a little house up here in a little bit, then I'll know where we are on the map. Okay, there's a little house here. I know where we are. I'm not sure I want to explore this right now, as I don't know what it is. But on the map, what that means is that we are right here. And we needed to go up here to get to the actual town, because there's the town. Okay, it looks like maybe we can get into the town from here. So if we just kind of go straight north, we'll get where we need to go. So let's go ahead and continue on that way. So we got battle music happening. At least that's entertaining. But so we'll go north of the swamp area. Kind of loop in, and then this should just go north. Oh, we got a snake after us. Is that snake coming at us? He is. Get him, team. I went ahead and gave Shimino the other defender defense sword. So that instead, melee instead, but you know what? He's wearing chain armor. He is pretty well equipped. What is that? That's a bear. There's a bear after us. There's two bears. Did we get him? Apparently we did. We just didn't get the death music. I mean, that was a bear, right? Yes. There's a bear there. Concerning. Very concerning. We should be... aha! Did we make it to town? We did. We have made it to town. Oh, there's a serpent gate here. Okay. Well, so we've got a serpent gate. And it looks like there is... oh, there's a lot of big stuff. There's some kind of building here. What is this? Let's find out. We've got... ooh, an automaton. I am the servant protector of Gustaccio. If thou dost not belong here, my lord, I must ask thee to please depart. I cannot help thee with matters of importance. My duty is only to protect my master and my master's possessions. Servant. As I have said, I serve and protect my master's household. Goodbye. Oh, Gustaccio, isn't he the head mage? Okay, well, there's some mages walking around in here. I wonder. Call the Rangers? Why are we calling the Rangers? You're not... Are you following me? Have we triggered a problem already? Am I in combat with somebody and I don't know it? No. Okay. I don't plan to anger the mages. Why are you following me? Okay, here we have another one. I am a servant protector here at the seminarium. Thou hast conducted thy business, thou must speak to my master. If thou dost not have any concern here, my lord, I must ask thee to please depart. As I have said, I serve and protect my master's household. Okay, is that thing done following me, or are we just being... We've triggered something weird in the game. I don't know. So Gustaccio, he was the guy who was like the head mage, right? Is this an inn? Whoa, that's a wicked looking statue. Alright, so here we have an inn. Just kind of looking around town. Oh, lots of people we have to talk to. Just getting a look at the map here. Okay, well, I guess what we'll do... I don't know what... Let's go back down, and let's see if we can talk to somebody. Let's just work our way through talking to people. So, let's talk to Gustaccio. I assume Gustaccio is the one that has the fanciest of the robes, right? So, first of all, we have a thing here. It says, after many weeks of fruitless study, I can only conclude that the blink spell, simply no longer works correctly. 9 times out of 10, nothing at all happens. While the result of the 10th occurrence are best not pondered. The most obvious reason for these failures is this blasted weather we have been experiencing. Maybe when the storms lessen, I can divine the answers. Until then, I will continue to mine attempts to find the answers. Notes this day by Gustaccio. Alright. Ho, mage! Hello there. I am Mortego, the necromage of Moonshade. Moonshade? It's a city of mages, run by mages, and that is the way the mages like it. We are even governed by our council of mages, chaired by, Filbercio Gustaccio in Rotaluncia. Can I learn spells? Thou art not a mage, so teaching these spells would be a waste of both our times. Thou art serious about mastering magics? Perhaps thou should speak with Master Fidelio at the seminarium. But I think thou art too old to learn spell casting. Okay, well, so we got people here we can talk to. Is this where I can talk to somebody? If we could get a spell book, we could prove we are a mage. Is it daytime? It is, 1:11 p.m. Who do we have in here? This is a big old room. We got people at desks. We have a child. We have a mageling. This is probably the dude we need to talk to over here, right? Good day. Thou must be a seeker after knowledge. I am the mage Fibalbio, and I serve as the Magister of Moonshade. The Magister? Thou dost not know what a Magister does? The Magister is director of the Seminarium. It is the only school for mages in the entire land. One of the functions is to find gifted children for this school. When they are located, I bring them to the school. I was appointed the Magister for life. Seminarium. The Seminarium is unique in all the land, for all mages are welcome to come here and study our records concerning spell research and magical activity. Any mage can study here in safety, knowing that this place is a sanctuary from violence. Passing travelers also stop here to access our library. Children. A young untrained mage can be quite dangerous. Therefore, these children must be brought to the seminarium for their own safety. For instance, take young Frel. His father was a shopkeeper. What could a merchant teach his son about magical powers? Taking care of my students is a tiring but fulfilling duty. Young Forelli shows much promise, and Andrio is almost ready to graduate. Travelers. Thou art not the first to be attracted to our facilities. In recent days, 2 visitors are memorable. First, there was the scholar Gwenna. We cannot help her as her interest was in historical matters. I suggested she consult the library on Monk Isle. Less agreeable was the visit of the mage Batlin. He appeared to be most interested in the ancient inhabitants of this land, the Ophidians. Indeed, one might say he was obsessed. Ooh. Frelly. I must confess that Frelly is my favorite student. He is most brilliant, but the unfortunate thing is that he knows this. Sometimes I feel he is simply too smart for his own good. And Andrio? Andrio hath quite a bit of youthful enthusiasm, and I find that most refreshing. But I do wish that he would use a bit more caution in his experiments. Change subject. Ah, that mind is questing again. What shall we speak of now? Can I get a spell book here? Bring me 3 fresh mandrake roots, and I shall let thee have a spell book. The roots are found on Monk Isle. Oh, we have to go to Monk Isle. But how can we get there now that we're way over here? Like, how do we get to Monk Isle? Where is Monk Isle on the map? I'm just taking a look. We've been there before. Ah, there it is. It is north of us. Okay. Thou dost not understand me. The roots must be fresh, taken from the swamp precisely as the tides are receding. These roots are stale and unsuitable for our purposes. Return to Monk Isle and return with fresh roots of mandrake. Return! Okay. So I need to get to Monk Isle. To get a spell book, we have to go to Monk Isle and return with some fresh mandrake root. Well, I tell you, here we are down here. In fact, we were right in this building here. Monk Isle is right here. Maybe there's a ferry. Is this maybe a ferry that will take us across to Monk Isle? Every time I die, I don't get to walk around. I mean, we know this is Monk Isle because here's where the monks are. We've talked to people here before. I guess we'll need to go and check and see if there is a boat docked here that we can use to cross. To get a spell book? Maybe that's our next, like, kind of long-term thing that we have to do. But because we don't have a spell book, we're not a mage and can't do much. Let's see. Here's the inn. Got a couple people in here. A chest. What's in the chest? A key. Well, I mean, you never know. Who are you? I am sorry, but thou hast mistaken me for someone else. Thou couldst not possibly be speaking to me, as I am a mage, and thou art merely mundane. Okay. Hello. Greetings, mundane. Hello there. I am sorry. Thou hast mistaken. Okay. This guy looks really cool. But unfortunately, we're not a mage, so we can't do anything in town until we are a mage. So I guess we need to get a spell book. Well, let's try. Let's do a save. Right here. That's fine. Let's see. If I just kind of go this way, I just want to see if there is like a ferry up there. I just kind of wonder. We can always load our save back here. But if we just kind of follow this mountain path around the edge of this mountain here. If that's not a ferry, I'm going to be real upset. One can only hope. Well, let's see. This should cut to the left. Okay. Ooh, it's a long trip. Long walk. I hope we wear our good boots for this. It's a lot of walking. Oh, hello. Oh, we're being attacked. They just... Who were these people? They were just hanging out over here. What do we have? 6 what? Agnium. 2 Zerine. 3 worm hearts. I don't know what any of that is. There's some guilders here. We'll give that to Dupre to hold on to. I don't know what was happening here. Those guys just attacked me out of nowhere. Were they just drunk? What is that? What is that? It's coming right for us. It's still alive, apparently. Nope, it's dead. There must be... there's like a dungeon area inside there, I think. That must be what's triggering the battle music, even though we've killed the only thing that was on screen. So we'll keep wandering along here. We're getting close. And we need some fresh mandrake root. Now, we might get over here, and there might be nothing, right? Like, this might be a fool's errand. We don't know yet. Oh, wait. There's a bell. Hold on. If I ring the bell, do we get a fairy? There's no fairy coming. There's nobody here. There's just some weeds. Some kind of lighthouse. It looks... Oh, it's probably... Yeah, a lighthouse. So they've got a thing there. But there's no... Nothing coming. However, I can do that. Nothing. Well, this appears to have been a fool's errand. There's another... Hello, who are you? I saw a guy. I saw him there. Is that a naked lady? Hello. Why are you running away from me, naked lady? That was a pretty long song. There's a hairbrush. She's got a bedroll here, some ice wine. It might not be a lady. That might be a guy with a beard. I can't tell. But doesn't want to have anything to do with us, it looks like. There's a strange plant. What is this strange plant here? Can I interact with it in any way? No. It's just a campfire and stuff. Nothing here is helping us get across the island. Alright, so this was not what we needed to do. So there was no way onto the island from there. Let's see. We tried going into what looked like the inn, and no one would deal with us because we are not a mage. Let's see. We have this building here. What's inside of here? An automaton, a brush, and all kinds of stuff. Ooh, a key. I mean... a key. If there's a key, you grab it. Nothing else in here. This is a pretty fancy house, though. And I like this weird ocean watery thing going on here. We have a harpsichord. We got all kinds of strange plants being grown out here. Okay. Looks like if we go to the left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us... I mean, we're right here. Let's check out these buildings here and then, like, up to here. Let's check out these 3 buildings as we kind of meander about. So let's do this one right next to the well. Looks kind of inviting, maybe. Okay, we got a guy working. Oh! He was making he made a cloth thing. I am Dulcio, the master artisan. What is thy business? You're the master artisan. I have an apprentice. I have automatons to help the work progress. That makes me a master. I am able to create or repair anything. I make what the mages need. That makes me an artisan. If thou dost need of the master, ask me. If not, ask Topo. Topo. Mine apprentice, scrawny boy, large ambitions, big mouth, but he doth work hard. When I yell at him, shows promise. Tends to be a bit lazy, though. Must teach him better. Make certain he learns as much as he thinks he knows. Business. What dost thou need to buy, to look, to talk? Buy? If thou seest something thou dost like, tell Topo or me. If thou desirest something I do not have, let me know. I can either make it for thee or direct thee to someone who can. What dost thou care to buy? Cloak, sword, just the random stuff. Okay. Nothing. Perhaps another time. Automatons. One that bakes, one that sews, one that smiths. All from Tauricio. They work hard. Do not talk back like Topo. Who is Tauricio? Tauricio is an adept. He makes automaton guards and servants. He does good work, almost like a master artisan, but he needs magic to make everything work. I have him a good deal on the metal he needs. Now, I've got 3 hard workers made of metal. Not a bad deal. A magic? Tauricio doth not ask about my work. I do not ask about his. All I know is that his spells are old, not anything created by these mages. Thou wishes to ask more, ask Tauricio, if he will speak with thee. Old. Very old. Maybe as old as the Serpent Ruins. Maybe not. I'm not a mage. Serpent Ruins. Why dost thou think I am a teacher like Fabaldiblio? If thou wish a history lesson, go to him like any novice. If thou wishest the work of a master artisan, stay. I do not have time for such questions. Novice. If thou seekest knowledge, thou art a novice, one who seeks to be taught. I am a master. I do not teach. I do not need teaching. I am not a novice. Fedibiblio. Fedibiblio teaches the young mages. He keeps the library of magic. He knows the history. Speak to him. Do not bother me. Anything. If the mages can speak plain enough to explain what they need, I can make it. Magical apparatus, swords, whatever. I can make it. They enchant it, 'tis fair. Magical apparatus. I make all the apparatus for the mages, all different. Every mage wants something a little different than the next. I can tell thee who a piece belongs to just by looking at it. I remember everything I make. Dost thou have something thou wish me to look at? No. Fine. Swords. Do not have much call for them. Not magic ones anyways, but I have made a few. Unless it is a special order, mine automaton makes it. For something non-magic, talk to Topo. If it's magic, talk to me. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell. One moment, my lord. Pardon, my lord. I bring the greetings from my mistress, the sorceress Rotoluncia. This scroll is from her. Rotoluncia? My mistress commands many powerful and strange magic and sits upon the council of mages. She is terrible to her enemies, but tolerant of those who aid her. Scroll. 'Tis not an ordinary scroll, but one of the magic variety. I assure thee it is entirely free of harmful magic. Servant. The mages of Moonshade are quite powerful, and have found the way to acquire servants such as myself. My mistress says that automatons are more trustworthy, since we can neither be corrupted nor tortured. Goodbye. Good day. Do not forget the scroll. What scroll did they give me? We don't need this bucket. The scroll talks. What did I do? Greetings, stranger from another land. I am speaking to thee by means of this magic scroll. There is no need to be afraid. Afraid? Why, the Avatar is not afraid of magic. But all barbarians fear sorcery. Be quiet, Shimino. That witch can hear thee through that scroll. Who said that death draws near for those who taunt Rotaluncia, the Red Witch? Magic. I am the most powerful wizard in this city, and I can teach thee many things, if thou wert not a mere mundane. But the Avatar is not a mundane. What is this that thou say? Thou dost speak overly much, YOLO. Thou art not a mage, or I would have detected thy powers by now. Or perhaps thou dost shield thine abilities from my senses. Most interesting. Council. So my servant told thee that I sit on the Council of Mages. Perhaps I shall dismantle him, to adjust a loose tongue. Indeed, I am one of the three who rule this city, along with Gustaccio the Decrepit and that weak-willed profligate Filbertio. I'm not afraid. Thou dost surprise me. Most mundanes are frightened by the very idea of sorcery. Mundanes. Indeed. Thou art from a distant land if thou dost not know such a common term. The world is divided into two sorts of men, those who can handle magics and mere ordinary folk. Common folk, such as thee and thy companions, are known as the mundane. Well, goodbye. Not so fast. Thou shouldst know that I met with thine ally, the fat and loathsome sage called Batlin. He's not my ally. He traveled with a demon named Palos. Where did Batlin obtain such power? If I had this power, I could rule Serpent Isle. Reveal to me the secret of controlling demon folk, and I shall reward thee with power beyond thy comprehension. No? This seems like a bad... No. I shall contact thee again, but perhaps thou will be more receptive of mine offers. Adieu. So did that use up the scroll? It did. Should we have said yes? I don't know. So here he's got this big area. There's Topo. They're just making bread and stuff over here. Let's talk to Topo. Hey, we got a little puppy following us. Hey, Topo. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Topo, the artisan, apprentice to Master Duccio. Someday, I hope to be as rich and lazy as my master. He spends all his time asleep or at the inn, except when he comes here to make me crazy with his nagging. Artisan. I have worked with Master Duccio for several years now. Soon I'll be able to open a shop of mine own. Topo's Treasures, I'll call it. I work with the pottery. The automatons have trouble handling the slip. They generally crush a piece before it is fully formed and ready to fire. After firing, they are fine. But before, that is where I work. Duccio. If ever I believed in shape-changing, I believe it with Duccio. That man is too lazy to be human. A slug, maybe, but a human, no. If it weren't for me and the automatons, he'd have to join old Mosh out begging. Mosh? Mosh is the town beggar. She's very ugly and crazy, too. She claims to be Columna's twin sister. Firing. Firing is where a piece of shaped clay is turned into ceramic utensils thou art familiar with, by heating the clay to a great temperature. The water dries from the piece and it becomes tough and resilient. But if the piece is heated or cooled too quickly, it becomes brittle and fragile. It is a very exacting task. Slip. Slip is the wet clay that is formed into cups, or plates, or jugs, almost anything. If thou hast a patient enough hand, thou canst create a world of goods from mere clay. And heavens know that I'm patient enough dealing with my slug of a master. Automatons. My master is one of the wealthiest mundanes in Moonshade. There is no comparison to the mages, of course. We have 3 automatons, one for sewing, one for blacksmith work, and one for baking. That is what my master actually specializes in, making everyone else do his work. The mages. That is where the true money lies in Moonshade, my lord. But if thou dost not possess magic, thou must work for a living. Unless thou art my master, that is. The only thing a lowly mundane can hope for is to be able to afford an automaton from Tauricio to help with the workload. Tauricio. He's an adept that makes the automatons. No one knows how he does it. Though most of the automatons Tauricio makes are strictly utilitarian, he is capable of making far more sophisticated models. Those has only to look at Petra. Who's Petra? Adept. Those who are blessed with magical abilities are not all equal, my lord. Some, like Andrea, are novices who still have yet to learn the craft, and some, like Stefano, have little power to command even after they learn. Stefano. That was like Stefano, I'm certain. Although he can cast a spell or two, he is not very good at it, so he makes his living by stealing things from one mage or another. It is actually very amusing. He shuns his magic, and those who would look down on him most deal with him to acquire things they want. Perhaps there is some justice in the world after all. Now, if only someone would turn Duccio into a workbench, it would be the most useful he's ever been. Andrio. Andrio is my friend, which is surprising since he is also a novice mage. Perhaps the outrageous arrogance had not developed in him yet. Mundanes. That is the title the mages give those who cannot cast spells, my lord. They assume that there is little to note of a person's life. It is not spent in pursuit of magic and pomposity. Yet they will never know the thrill of having a fine pot shaped itself under their hand from a formless piece of mud. What does he sell? If thou wouldst talk to me when I am at work, I would gladly... Oh, are you not at work? Okay. There's a bunch of ice wine here, right? And ice wine, like, we got ice wine as in our bag of things that we found. Honest, after the teleport storm. So I just wonder if maybe something of ours is here. I don't know. Let's check this building just to the south here. Let's see. Ooh, more automatons. How wonderful. I tried to mute the mic while I did that little sniffle, and I failed, and I apologize. Oh, this must be Teresio. Okay. He's the... Stop it, Grug. So he's the guy that makes automatons, it looks like. Hey, you. I said, hey, you. I am Teresio, a mage of Moonshade. I am not a sociable man, so this will be brief. What dost thou desire of me, and at what price? Stockings? I shall be frank with thee. I want the stockings to protect the honor of the woman I love. The stockings rightfully belong to my lover, Columna, but they were stolen by the bandit Stefano. Hold on. Hold on. Moonshade. Stefano stole stockings. I don't know why I'm noting that. It just seems important. I neither know nor care how thou'st come into possession of them, but I must have them from thee. Oh! As thou dost have something I want, then I am obliged to provide something to thee that thou couldst want. I offer thee one of my spells in exchange for the stockings. If thou dost accept, then give them to me. Yes? Ha! Now I have what I want, and I did not have to give thee a thing. Thou art not dealing with a child here? Oh. Okay. Well, other than talking to some people, we haven't missed out on anything, so I'm just going to reload that save. We know now, so we need a spell book. We have got to get a spell book. How can we get a spell book? We need to get across to the Monk Isle. What's in here? It's like an ice land. Oh, wait, that's a goblin lady. Where are you going, goblin lady? Where are you going? Come here. I wish to discuss the fact that you're a goblin lady in town. Why is she... I can't talk to her. Okay. We got a locked door. Can this be picked? We don't have a key. We cannot pick it. But there's a chest and some other stuff in here. A magic scroll. We'll figure out how to get in there at some other point, I guess. Let's see. If we could just get a spell book, all of our problems would be solved. Alright, back through here. And that leads us to this thing. Well, there is a bunch of places for us to look at. So I think next episode we will continue adventuring here in Moonshade. We know that here is where that one guy is. the Necromage. Here's where we went and got told, hey, you need to go get some Mandrake root for a spell book. This was the inn, but people wouldn't talk to us because we're not a mage. Up here, there was nobody but an automaton. Up here, there was that orc girl who came out, or that goblin girl. Dulciel's artisan shop is here. I wish that one of these... that's probably the inn, actually. Look, there's a bunch of barrels. A vineyard of some type, maybe. So we've got a place here, a couple places around here. This looks like maybe a boat. I don't know. Some kind of large feast area up here. No, actually, this might be the inn. That looks like the inn. So... we'll keep going around and talking to people next episode to find out what we can find out and work our way towards getting a spell book so these mages will actually work with us. Until then, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you soon.